Überleben, Mut, Vergebung.
Inbound, 3 o'clock.
Damn it! All right! We're gonna die out here.
We're not dying!
It's a human story. We don't have a superhero here. It's not a caricature. It's based on a real individual who endured extents of abuse, dehumanization.
I got good news and bad news.
You are enemies of Japan. You will be treated accordingly.
Welcome, sort of.
We have an Olympic athlete in our camp. Look at me.
You know, the role itself is brutal, cruel, and such an unbalanced character. So I wasn't sure that if I was capable, even after I met a casting director. But in Tokyo, I met Angie for the first time.
Don't look at me.
Hello, mother, father. This is your Louis talking. I am now interned in a Tokyo prisoner of war camp.
She said that she wanted to make this film could be a bridge between America and Japan, and even the countries which have been having similar issues in conflict.
I was probably surprised for the positive, I guess, because you go into. I went into my first meeting with her, you know, very aware of her status, and when I got talking to her, I became less aware, very unaware. She presents herself as an equal. And then I since found out that she was nervous before meeting me, which is outrageous from my perspective. But then that gives you an insight to Angelina, you know. She considers herself equal. She is human after all, you know. And so I think it was important anyway early on to kind of separate Angelina the superstar from the director, my new boss. And I was surprised how easy she made all of that. And then I was surprised to see how committed she was, a mother of 6, to see her on set the whole time, you know. She really drove that shoot and led by example.
You know, she's such an artist, and she was not superstar or a celebrity on set at all. She's a creator, artist, and the one who's so determined and motivated and passionate toward this film. And then that's why we were all on the same page to deliver this, you know, incredible story. So I really thank her how much she cares about, you know, everybody, including Japan and history in a conflict between America and Japan. So I really hope, you know, everyone can receive, you know, what we wanted to achieve through this experience in the film.
This man must be taught respect. Each prisoner will teach him this lesson.
You know, and the film was really tough. You know, I've never done that in my life. I'm always slapping the strings, not people. You know, just using the bamboo sticks, you know, seeing that kind of brutal scene. But I threw up and then vomited, you know. It was tough, but it was meaningful. It's really worth it to try to put humanity and respect into the character.
It was so difficult, the whole thing. And then when Angelina really prepared me for something very difficult. So in my head, you know, I was struggling. I knew I was struggling. I'd accepted that I was going to struggle. So to highlight one would be difficult because it is quite a treacherous, altogether blur in my memory. But the plank made me faint. I fainted underneath it twice.
If he drops it, shoot him. Come on.
The bird is known to the prisoners as a brutal and complex character. But at the same time, we found how he was sensitive and how much he was suffering and struggling in his position. He had issue with his father, and he was also tortured internally. And he was, you know, trying to be perfect, and he wanted to be like Louis, but he knew that he couldn't be. That's why he was obsessed with Louis. And then during the filming, during the war, he was not unwilling to let go of Louis. And then after the war, Louis was not able to let go of the bird. They're so alike. They're so similar. So that's such a sensitive kind of feeling and emotion in the character was really, really important to show in the film. So that was really hard.
I've met someone through the process of this film who should, if you know I'm smart enough, should inspire me throughout the rest of my life. I now have an example to constantly refer to, and having met the fella as well, he did all of this with no ego, you know, no sense of self-elevation, and he persevered, and he lived his life after that as a devoted family man. And so, like I say, I can only speak for myself, and that's something that I'm going to try and live by.
You know, this is a reminder of us, you know, what Louis endured and prevailed in his life, and he fought for people around him, you know. So it's incredible, you know, the passion and how to say, just spirit to survive.
Making it through the war until the end. That's our revenge.
If I can take it, I can make it.
Hello, Mother and Father. This is your loving son, Louis.
This will be the first time in 2 years that you'll have heard from me.
I am uninjured and in good health.
If he drops it, shoot it.
I wish you all a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Now we are so convenient and peaceful. You can get food anywhere. You can make a living. At that era, everyone was suffering, under control. Everybody was a victim. You know, the war is difficult for everyone, and this is not what they wanted, and this is not what we wanted. So, you know, how strong a human being can be is the most strongest message.
I think I learned selflessness, You know, I learned a version of selflessness, what it is to prioritise everyone else but you, I guess. You know, should it be worthy of that prioritisation, I think that's a good thing. And I think particularly our generations and, you know, maybe younger, there's a lot of emphasis on us, you know, the individual, I. And I don't think that's humanity, you know. It's certainly not community.
I used to think that I could do anything, that I was better than I am.
Who says you're not?
If you get me through this, I swear I'll dedicate my whole life to you.
I feel Japan and Germany are really similar. You know, we also struggled in history. But you know what I felt was, I don't hate German people after watching the war movie. You know, like Inglourious Basterds is such a tough, you know, scenes of history, long history, war, whatever. We are moving on. We can be proud of ourselves, what we have been doing in a long, long history. So, and as a human being, we can be connected to each other. You know, there are many, many political issues in the world, but I do music, and then that's what I'm trying to prove, that we can unite and we can be connected through the culture, like a film, music, everything. So that's what we are here for, and then I feel so, you know, close to this country. I'm so happy, you know, I'm so happy to be back here, and I want to be back here as a musician or actor, you know, whatever, just to share that moment together with people in Germany.